Hello everyone. Well, here I am. I'm about to start a new episode called Storm Clouds Gathering. Let's press begin and see what happens here. I have no idea what this is about. Just Storm Clouds Gathering. Oh dear. Deep Space Nine. Indeed. Helm, take us to the station.
We're low on fuel and supplies. We need help badly.
Speak to Ops.
Tell the ambassador that any Jem'Hadar aggression will be met with deadly force.
Oh dear, sounds pretty obvious here. What's going on? My ship doesn't want to go any faster than what it is at the moment, although I've clicked it a few times. Maybe just being impatient. Mustn't be so impatient.
This is Station Control. Welcome. Also, Captain NOG is waiting to meet with you on the promenade at your earliest...
Captain NOG? Oh dear. Beam over. Accept that. It's been me and my crew. We're away team over. Let's see what's going on. Here we are.
Hello! I've been assigned to assist you here on the station. The leaders of the 4 major delegations have asked to meet with you prior to the summit meeting. Their offices are located here on the promenade.
Right, let's have a look. There's Captain NOG. Hello, Captain. Excellent. Let's see, where do we have to go to first?
Admiral Quinn's office is behind those doors.
Behind those doors. That's the bank. No, not there. No. Ah. Port Travel Quinn. See what to say.
The results of this summit could have long-lasting effects. A number of our allies, particularly the Klingons, consider the Herc to be a Dominion problem.
Ooh.
The Federation sees this as a chance to improve relations with the Dominion. Having allies in the Gamma Quadrant instead of enemies would be a great step toward galactic peace.
Right, so that's one down. To find all these faction leaders now. They're on the promenade.
Here is Proconsul Deton's office.
Proconsul Deton's office. Ah.
This summit may be difficult. While your people will see a path toward peace, I suspect the Klingons will feel the opposite.
Presume he's a Romulan,
there is no love lost between them and the Dominion, or the Herc, for that matter. The Republic position is one of pragmatism. A weakened Dominion will be easier to deal with, and the Herc are a threat no one can ignore.
Right. Okay.
Chancellor Jempok has an office here.
No, not there. Dominion refugee. Do we have to talk to a Dominion refugee? Yeah, we will talk to this Dominion refugee.
Nice to see some fighters around here. You're here to fight the Herc, aren't you? Someone has to, before they eat everything in existence. Some of the other Gamma refugees will moan and groan about this part of space, but I like the Alpha Quadrant. The Bajorans are processing iridium ore here again, and there's good, honest work for people willing to do it. Like me. Most of the Bajorans won't go near the processing areas. Too many bad memories about how the Cardassians ran them, I guess. That's good and well. Just means more work for me. Beats working for the Dominion, I can tell you that much. I might never go back.
Right, well, we've had a little chat with this chippy here. Let's see what's going on in here. Ah! Klingon Emperor.
This summit may not end well. Most of the High Council sees the Herc as a Dominion problem. They are content to let them fight to the end and deal with any survivors. But there are others, such as Martok, who see that position as dishonorable. If they want to fight the war of their ancestors, so be it. But they will be doing so without the Empire. The same could be said for your Federation, should they choose to aid the Dominion.
Made that fairly clear. Doesn't want anything to do with it. The doctor there, look. Do we need any, do we need to be repaired or anything at the moment? No, doesn't look like it. Looks like the Joran temple there. That's Quarks over there, bar.
Ambassador Odo is here, coordinating security efforts.
Talk to Ambassador
I'll be
Odo.
blunt. The Herc have decimated most of the Dominion. All but one fleet, gone. It's all the Jem'Hadar can do to keep our remaining worlds from being laid waste. There is no diplomacy with the Herc. We don't know why they're attacking. We're not even sure where they're coming from. I'm sure there are those in the Alliance who would be content to let the Herc destroy us. But where do you think they'll turn once they're finished?
They'll turn to us, I think.
There are several Alpha Quadrant leaders here for the summit. Kai Kira of Bajor, Counselor Garrick of Cardassia, and my father, Ferengi Grand Nagus Ron. I recommend meeting with them as well. Their worlds will be on the front line if the Herc launch a full invasion into this quadrant.
Well, I'm presuming I had to go to Quark's bar.
I believe the Kai is here. My father is in my uncle's bar. Hard to believe he used to work there, huh?
I was wondering when you'd come along. I'm guessing you're here to talk about the Herc and what we want to do about them.
Oh, Lita, the real Lita, and not a hollow Lita.
A military powerhouse like the Klingons. Most of the time, we'd be happy to make a tidy profit from all of this, and as far away from it as possible. That changed when the Herc attacked Ferenginar. We would have been wiped out without help, and we didn't get it from Starfleet or the Klingons. We got it from the Lucari and the Cardassians. Even a few not cool ships showed up to fight. That showed us that this is everyone's fight, big or small. So we're in. And if the 34th rule of acquisition comes into play, well, it wasn't easy, believe me. I've managed to get the Board of Liquidators with us for now. Most of them see the potential for incredible profit. Alliance defense contracts can be very lucrative. The rest, well, let's just say their self-preservation instincts are strong. They'd rather fight with the Alliance than stand alone. The Herc have me thinking about adding a new rule of acquisition. If they can't be bought, get ready to fight! Did you have another question?
The Kai is probably in the temple, I would think. It's probably where you would expect to find the Kai.
Hello there. I suppose Admiral Quinn sent you down here to see where Bajor stands. I can tell you we're worried. The Herc were a few ships away from ravaging our homeworld, and if the Dominion falls, they'll be back, and we'll be the first to face them, so Bajor stands ready. We'll do what we can to stop the Herc, even if that means joining forces with the Dominion. There's something else I should mention. I've experienced visions recently, a sign from the prophets. I see a place I've been before, a world beyond the grip of death. It's the home of a former Kai, and it's in the Dominion. I should also mention that I've seen you in this vision as well. I believe we're going to take a journey together soon. As Kai, I'm obligated to serve the will of the prophets. Doing so leads me to many places, not just Bajor. That can be difficult, especially in times of war. There's been a lot of that in the last few years. First the Dominion, then the Klingons, the Iconians, and now the Hurk. There are times when I wonder how Ben Sisko managed during the Dominion War, and he was the emissary. I've tried to follow his example whenever possible, but it's been a challenge. Something else on your mind?
Right, let's see, we've got Count Garrick. I wonder where Garrick is. Do you think he could be in his tailor's shop? Tailor's shop is back this way if he is in his tailor's shop, I think.
It looks like Counselor Garrick is in his old tailor shop.
Ah.
Huh.
Hello there. I take it you're not here to update your ensemble. Though if you'd like a few suggestions, I'd be happy to provide some. In the meantime, let's talk about serious business, shall we? I'm sure you'd like to know Cardassia's position on the Hurk problem. It's simple, really. They're a menace, and one we should deal with swiftly. Surprised? Don't be. Cardassia was recently attacked by the Hurk. We'd have fared poorly without help from our neighbors. Even the Lukari and the Ferengi offered a hand. I trust this lesson isn't lost on you. If we stand alone, we're doomed. Once upon a time, when I was but a tailor. That was before
he wasn't always a tailor.
Garrick
Very
became
sneaky
a member
person.
of the Tapa Council, of course. Before the Reconstruction
trust what
and
he
the
says?
Iconian War and the Hurk.
Oh, I don't know.
While I'm proud of the work I've done for Cardassia over the years, there's a part of me that yearns to be here once more. To be just a tailor, just Garrick. Will there be...
The Alliance has asked a number of special consultants to attend the summit. I know each of them well, and I can vouch for their knowledge and skill. Even my Uncle Quark. Despite...
Speak with Quark. Speak with Lita. Speak with Dr. Bashir. Well, Dr. Bashir, I think we should be in here.
Ah, Admiral Quinn's attaché. Nice to meet you. Dr. Julian Bashir, recently commissioned Starfleet officer at your service. We're doing what we can to get things in order after that business with the Zen Kethan and the Hurk. The station took quite a beating, worse than I saw during the Dominion War. We're still treating casualties, and it looks like we'll be seeing more soon. A lot more. The situation is compounded by the presence of civilians, both local and from other systems, even the Dominion. We have a number of refugees from the Gamma Quadrant on the station, and more are on the way. Clearly, the sooner we can solve the Hurk dilemma, the better. We'll be beyond our capacity to help the refugees soon, as will Bajor. I mustered out some time ago to start a private practice on Trill. Since then, I've worked on special projects for Starfleet from time to time as a consultant. Even managed to start a family. Needless to say, I wasn't initially thrilled with the idea of putting the uniform on again. Still, it's very hard to say no to Kai Kira and Captain Dax. And so here I am, back on the front of an interstellar conflict. Here's hoping it's a brief one. Something on your mind?
Okay, speak with Quark, and he'll be in his bar. With Lita was in the bar as well, I believe. Lita's there.
Hello. Oh, it's been a while since I've been in this place. I can't believe Quark still has that hollow me in here. It's a little embarrassing, to be honest. I wish we were all here under better circumstances. Then again, DS9's always been a trouble magnet. I guess peace is a little too much to ask for around here. My husband is risking a lot of capital, political and otherwise, by choosing to get involved with all of this. Fortunately, he's the best Grand Nagus to come around in a long time. The best ever, as far as I'm concerned, but pretty. Look, if I were this mirror version of me I've been hearing so much about, I'd have a lot more tactical advice to offer. As it is, my advice to you is this. Take a look around. Think about all the civilians, the refugees, people who are depending on you to protect them. Think about the best way you can do that, if you can. That's what I'd do if I were in your shoes. Boots, whatever. Yeah, in that alternate universe where good people are evil and vice versa, turns out the evil version of me is an admiral there. Real piece of work. Wears lots of leather, carries a whip. Oh, and she's in command of the evil Enterprise.
Oh dear, that's
I found out about her from my husband's information gathering specialists. Never hurts to be well informed, right? Rule of acquisition number 7. Keep your ears open and your eyes on the mark. Was there something else?
Cool.
Don't suppose you're here for a drink? Holosuite? Dabo? Can't blame me for trying to find profit while I can. My fool of a brother, the Nagus, seems hell-bent on getting the Ferengi into this mess. Not a lot of profit in fighting the Herc, 34th rule or not. You can't spend your money when you're dead. If you ask me, we'd be better off sealing that wormhole and saying goodbye to the Herc and the Dominion forever. I'd miss the Tullaberry wine, but I'd get over it. But seeing how that'll never happen, especially as long as Kira's still breathing, I suppose I'll have to dig in like everyone else. You know what the worst part of this mess is? Odo. He's back like a kind of ghost haunting me. I must be cursed. I do. And I'd be there, enjoying myself, if it weren't for the Grand Nagus. Brother or not, I wanted nothing to do with this until he put Lucari terraforming tech on the table. Couldn't pass that up. It will cut biosphere renovation costs on my moon by 70%. Even with Odo here, the billion Herc trying to demolish everything in sight, there's profit in the wind. Might finally land that exclusive Tullaberry export contract I've been dreaming about for 40 years. Can I get you something?
There's a number of refugee groups here on the promenade.
Blimey. What a pity they all weren't pushed in the same place. This is another one over here. He looks a bit dull. She does. Looks a bit out of it, I'm afraid.
It must be a surprise seeing Karemans here on a Federation station. Let that sink in for a minute. It's so bad in the Dominion that its citizens are looking for safe haven with their former enemies. We were the lucky ones. We got out early. I've heard rumors about a blockade, keeping the rest of us from leaving the homeworld. It might be true. I haven't seen any more Karemans arrive here for a while now. Oh, please. The Founders have forsaken us. Don't let the Alliance turn their backs on us, too. lucky to be alive, friend. There was little warning before the Herc attacked our homeworld. We sent a call to the Founders, but no Jem'Hadar ships came. Our local defense force didn't last long. A few of us managed to get away on ships before the Herc closed in. Word of the Bajorans and their faith reached us after the war ended. There's stories about one of their spiritual leaders. She came to the worst of us, on our prison moon, to bring the wisdom of the prophets. So, when the Herc came, we decided to come here, through the Celestial Temple, to seek deliverance. If the Founders won't listen to us, perhaps Kai Kira and the prophets will.
Attend the summit.
Quinn here. The summit will begin soon. I'd like to go over what you've learned. Interesting. Klingon and Romulan positions were somewhat predictable. I'm surprised by the resilience of the Cardassians and Ferengi. I'm also concerned about the Gamma refugee issue. We'll need to work with the Bajorans to manage the situation here. We should get to the conference room. Report to me there when you arrive.
Go to the conference room. I presume the conference room is upstairs, maybe? No? Oh, go to the conference room. And then press that. Aha, the conference room.
Well, everyone's here and no one started shooting. Could be worse. That was a joke. Take a moment to relax, speak with the others. Things will be serious soon enough.
Why I need to speak to all these people again when I've just spoken?
I'm glad you're here. I've been feeling conflicted lately. All the worlds we saved from the Zenkethi were also home to thousands of dormant Herc. By saving those planets, we also saved a great number of enemies. Those very enemies have since attacked a number of worlds, including my own. You're right, of course. If only there'd been another way to resolve things. If the Zenkethi would have listened to reason. I suppose we should place our hope in working together to stop the Herc. I can't help but think there's a path to peaceful resolution in all of this. There's got to be some way to end this madness before more lives are lost.
Hello again. I spoke with Odo about the vision we discussed. He's agreed to clear a mission to the old sector. Opaka, the former Kai I mentioned, lives there now. I believe so, yes. The Kai has a condition that has prevented her from leaving until now. Odo has provided us with data that could lead to a cure. If there's a chance, I'm willing to take it. Her wisdom could help us all greatly. I realize this is a lot to take in, but I hope I can count on your help when the time comes.
Greetings. I am Weiyun Ten. I'm glad we had this moment to talk before the summit begins. I trust you relayed everything you learned from us to your superiors.
Well, I guess the other line would just as creepy as this one.
I hope that you convey the need for cooperation.
Gets taken out. Oh no, did I really say that?
At least in matters regarding her, if not in all things.
Jempak is more of a political creature than he was. Well, when we were both a lot younger. He's not willing to face the truth. There are Klingons who fear the Herc, hiding behind politics and rules. Grethar waits for their worthless souls. Know this. There are still Klingons who know where their blades belong. We will not dishonor our ancestors and ignore the Herc. We will fight them to our dying breath, in the name of Kahless and the Empire!
If I can have everyone's attention, thank you. Let's begin the summit. We have a lot. Thank you all for coming. By now, you should be aware of our tactical situation.
Oh no, this is...
The Dominion as you know it is on the verge of collapse.
Looks like my
We've withdrawn to our core systems,
not up to scratch.
and the lines are holding for now.
Without
your help,
PC, I'm afraid,
the Herc will win the war of attrition.
What about your outer systems?
Handling these
We're receiving
graphics,
refugees here from those areas.
But unfortunately, money doesn't grow on trees. So
that's hardly enough to defend the entire Dominion.
I'm failing to see how this concerns the Empire.
The recent battle here is a sample of what the Herc can do.
If you think they'll stop at the wormhole, you're sadly mistaken.
Need I remind you that the Dominion came to your aid in the Iconian War? I seem to recall Klingons placing high value on debts of honor. Or has that changed?
Mind your tongue, changeling! I will not be insulted!
Ooh, what's happening? Oh no, it's like, oh dear, look out, look out. Oh my word, look at the size of these ships coming through.
Admiral Quinn to Ops, what's happening?
We're under attack, Admiral. It's the Herc!